This is Kugan Cassius for iFLTV. I'm joined by the angriest Smith member.
That lump behind you, Paul, he set you up for me.
He didn't actually set me up for it. Liam Smith, how are you?
You asked him every question. You asked him the questions that you knew I was the answer to.
How are you, first of all?
Let me tell you.
Right. You are. You literally, I agreed with every answer.
Yeah, because you set the questions up.
I asked the questions.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Them type questions when you're asking different
Like
questions.
What can I ask?
Who's the best at footy out to you? Who's the best at snooker? You still would have got the same answers though. You still would have got Liam. No, yes.
Who's got the silverest hair? Look, I could have asked loads of stuff, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could. You could be. That's the horrible ones, and like the ones you don't want to be the answer to. You're asked. I'm alright.
Calm down.
It's out now. It's gone. Everyone's watched. Everyone's seen it.
100,000 people watched that clip, by the way, and everyone agreed. Just you know.
Messages saying, "Boss that lad, belted." I was like, "Belted for all yous, not for me, he's not."
Anyway, your brother Callum.
Yeah.
Job done. Few rounds. Got the stoppage.
Yeah, exactly. Probably what we all wanted and wished for him. You know, look. You know, as you probably see, he wasn't fit, and he'll say it himself. But wanted to fight, wanted to be under the lights again. Like I said when he got in, he said it just feels foreign getting in the ring after he's been out the ring that long. So what he wanted, the game kid throwing shots back, 5 rounds, still gets a stoppage on his record, and I think he's just the cobwebs off now. We can do a full camp ready for February or March or whenever it may be for the big fight.
We know obviously his intention is to win another world title. He's done everything already, but he wants to obviously still do that again. There's rumours of a potential Buatsi fight. We've got Beterbiev and Bivol fighting soon. We know he's been in the ring with one of them. We're going to see kind of progress in that first 3 to 6 months, and it's not going to be kind of delayed in that, is it?
No, it's definitely not. I think that there's big names waiting in the wings, so to see what happens at the rematch, but basically see what to pick up the leftovers. Basically, the best two have been established for a long time now, and they're fighting each other again in a rematch. So, they've made interim belts for that reason now. I think Buatsi's got one. I think Benavidez has got another. So, there's good fighters waiting in the wings to pick up where these two have left off. So, I know he's been spoke about, and he's been in negotiations with some. So it'll be very interesting, and like I said, he took this fight for a reason. He wanted to be out because he knows he's got something massive in the pipeline.
Yeah, like I said, the objective of tonight, all boxes ticked. So yeah, we'll wait and see. I know a couple of things. I'm sure you do as well. We'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, if you've been in boxing a long time, we know what is possible and likely, but in boxing, them things don't happen, and sometimes. So as you've just seen now with this February 22nd bill, it's just kind of flipped on its head. Shakur Stevenson not on it now. I've just seen Boots Ennis and Ortiz is off it as well. So, it'll be interesting, but fingers crossed he gets his fight over the line, because it's a big one. It's one that'll excite people.
Fights need replacing. Anyway, what's going on with you?
I don't know. I'm just, like I say, I'm just back in the gym. I'm training. I'm back in a good place training wise. And I'm going to head towards, the back in January, February. Eddie's not happy with me. They offered me January 17th, and they offered me a good fight, to be fair to them, and a fight that we wanted, and a fight that makes sense. But it's just going to come down to too short notice for me to, go and hit 160 on the nose, and I think it'll quite be a bit of a hard sell with that until the next day. So, I've decided against it, and I don't think Eddie's too happy with it. But it's my last crack at it, mate. If I take it too soon, there's no big fight. If I lose, there's no big fight after it. So I have to just bite the bullet on this one. Yeah,
I think you're at a stage of your career where you have to pick the right fights at the right time and not fuck up, basically. Because
that, to be fair to Eddie and Frank, they've been brilliant for this. We give a couple of names. They went and got one of the names. And I don't know why there was just something hanging over me. It's the day before Darren and Tommy. It's the Friday night. I still think it's probably a hard sell. Then it's like the opponent wouldn't do anything over 160, which I don't blame him. I don't want to fight over 160, but just, the weigh-ins, less than 7 weeks away now.
You look all right.
I am alright, but just like I said, it's just I don't want to do it. I don't want to like crash the weight and have that as I'm going to open as an excuse. You know, I crashed the weight for the Eubank Junior rematch because I was like a cripple walking. But I'm like I said, I've got to do this time right, and I'm gutted because everything did fit into place and work well. But there's just a couple of things that are against it for me, and I just, you know, I've bit the bullet and said, look, I don't really want January 17th. I begged, could they delay it a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks? On their, I get it from their point of view, they can't because of the zone. So, you know, like I say, they've been great with me and got me one of the names that I asked for, but I just, unfortunately, that.
You can't confirm to us who that was.
I don't know. I don't even know. I think that the same.
It's going to get you in trouble, then don't do it.
No. It's not really. But it was a fight that's been spoken about in the past. The fight that was called me out in the past. You know, a decent enough name for world titles. You know, fought over here before. Talked a lot. So it was a fight that I wanted. The orthodox, a good fight for me. You know what I mean? But again, just I'm gutted if they delayed it a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Perfect then. But I think, you know, Eddie and Frank are under pressure off the zone to do January 17th, and unfortunately it just doesn't fit me.
Was there a plan B to that January option or not?
No, that's where we're struggling a little bit at the moment, and that's where, again, I think Eddie said, Eddie's fuming with me, so probably at the minute I'm being elbowed to the back of the queue with Eddie probably, but, you know, I think give him a couple of days to settle down. That's what they're all like, aren't they? They're all pissed off and, you know, they're all, right, that's it, fuck him now, but I think when he settles down, the fight's a good fight. The fight's I can sell the fight myself in Liverpool. If he wants to go back to Liverpool, the fight's a good co-main if he wants to move it anywhere else. So, and again, I think he knows I still sell well in Liverpool. So if he wants to go back to Liverpool the first quarter of the year, then I'm all for it.
Well, listen, we'll do a post-fight interview with Eddie after the show, and I'm definitely going to bring this up, and we're going to campaign.
Because he'll just start slagging on interviews and then like.
He definitely is not going to do that. You know he's not going to do that.
He's like, he just turned up to me before,
No.
giving me a load of shit, and I was going to bite. I said, "You're giving me a load of shit with a pink jumper on." But I just thought, no, I'll leave him to it because he's been good with me, him and Frank have been like, they played ball, do you know what I mean? They offered me someone, I was like, come on, he's fucking awkward, blah, blah, blah. And I give them a name, they went and got the name, so I kind of like, I'm a little bit gutted, but just January 17th is just fucking a no for me.
We'll wait and see what happens with that. Just finally, Conor Benn and Eubank kind of looked close, and now Eddie's saying that possibly it's going to be Conor Benn and Barrios. Eubank's rumoured to fight another opponent. Are you keeping eyes on all this situation or not really?
Well, like I said, look, either or, if they're not fighting each other and they're fighting the two opponents who they're muted to fight, then I get it, it's fine. I'm told Eubank's fighting Lara, it's a world title at middle. And if Conor fights Barrios, then great, that fight's still there. But if one of them lose, it kind of like, the fight doesn't go. But just say Ben wins and Eubank loses, which I probably would say. I think Ben probably beat Barrios. I think Eubank won't beat Lara unless Lara's aged overnight. Ben's then obliged to defend his WBC. Eubank's probably on a comeback today. I don't know. Just I think they should just fight and then go the route after it. But if they don't not fight each other and don't fight them world titles, then again it's just going to drag the arse out of it again. But we'll see.
We shall wait and see. Right, we're going to grab a word with your brother Callum now. Yeah. Have you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, just like no, I'm back soon. I'll be back soon. Fingers crossed. It's very soon, but just not Jan 17th. But no, obviously, I thank Eddie and Frank. Like I said, look, I've always had a great relationship with the two of them, even outside boxing. And again, they play ball with me as so to speak, as in I sent them a couple of names. They got one of them for me, but just they're under pressure to do January 17th, and I was just. I think a week later the venue's not available, so I don't know. It's a bit of a.
You've got to do what's best for you as well.
Yeah, of course, that's what I mean. And I don't want to crash the weight to make 160 and put in a shit performance. Like I said, because it's my last roll at it. So I think you can understand that.
Absolutely. Liam Smith, thank you very much for coming to iFLTV, and we'll definitely catch up with you when you have fight news, which I'm assuming after the New Year it won't be long.
Yeah, time, mate. Next one.